Maleficent was the best, or is the best, live action Disney movie. Hands down. Easily, right? Tell me I'm right. Tell me I'm wrong if you want, but you're wrong, because I'm right. Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sam Scott-Thorne and I am a vocal coach based in Glasgow. Now, if you'd like to meet and explore your voice a little more, you can find me on sstvocals.com. You can also find me on various social media platforms, and I'll put my handles down below and over there. Over there. That was a bit long, but once you get started, you can't stop, you know. Now, if you'd like to consider becoming a patron, you have access to things like early release of reactions. You can fast track reactions, become a reaction. There's special rules on my Discord server, and there's access to all sorts of behind the scenes content, behind the scenes content, like my outtakes and my Vocal Anatomy 101 series. So consider becoming a patron and help shape my channel. Right, we are trucking through Halloween week, and we are now going to listen to Lana Del Rey doing Once Upon a Dream for the Maleficent soundtrack. Now, this is just a thumbnail. You're not going to see a music video as far as I know. So you're just going to have to get used to looking at this beautiful vision. But we're going to go and listen and see what we can hear anyway. It's going to have been produced and mastered, so it won't be as raw as I would have preferred. But we're going to hear some stuff. So let's just go. Atmospheric.
I know you, that look in your eyes is so familiar a gleam.
That is such a good production sound on her voice. I think, I could be wrong because I'm not a music producer, so music producers jump in, but I think that's a filter and saturation sound. So basically you kind of boost the signal of the vocal that's going into the mic, and then you cut off the bottom and top ends of it, so you get this really compressed sound. It's almost like speaking into a megaphone, but then it sits back in the mix. It gives it this kind of spooky feeling. It's really, really nice. With regards to her voice, there's a little bit of lower larynx work coming through. That gives that authoritative sound. For me, I'd drop it an octave, so you get that real heft in that sound rather than which is a wee bit brighter. She's mixing into that mid-larynx position, so she's getting a little bit of brighter sound into the middle of her phrase. And then there's that glint in your eye, which is where the larynx is coming up a little bit more still to brighten that sound. So she's getting real light and shade off of her voice here. Very, very nice.
And I know it's true that visions are seldom all they seem. But if I know you, I know what you'll do. You'll love me at once the way you did once upon a dream.
Oh, lovely. They are picking up quite a lot of the kind of raw sounds of her vocals, so she's getting the like little lip smacks that I just did there. Those kind of sounds that are coming through. You can kind of hear with Lana Del Rey in general that she's got quite a stylistic laziness to the diction. So it's almost like if you imagine your jaw is kind of paralyzed. I know you, I walked with you once upon a dream. You're trying to get as little movement of your mouth as possible. You're not wanting big, overly pronounced vowels or consonants. You're kind of trying to keep everything in this uniformal plane. Oops, I touched the thing. And the results are really, really good. You get this kind of sleepy sound, a little bit kind of smooth, smoky, mysterious. It's quite common in pop music nowadays to just relax your jaw and your lips and just let everything kind of just seep out. Really nice.
I
That's a really common thing as well, where you record the same thing on different octaves. So you're going, ah, ah, and then at the same time you're going back and recording, ah, ah. So you're getting the same notes, but one is high and one is low. And because it's the same voice, it's kind of gives this weird doubling kind of effect. You think that it's possibly just one thing that's happening, but you're actually getting that split of the two voices. It's really nice. You can hear it the whole way through.
But if I know you, I know what you'll do. You'll love me at once, the way you did once upon a dream.
All the way through in her backings, not in her main vocal. Nice.
I know you, I walked with you once upon a dream.
There's getting a little bit more kind of heft into those vowels. I know you. And the way that she's getting that kind of spin on them is that she's holding on to the consonant before the vowel. Well, that's just a fry. Know you. You get this kind of real stretch off the sound, and it gives that same kind of spellbinding kind of effect. Really, really nice.
I know you, that gleam in your eyes is so familiar a gleam, and I know it's true that visions are seldom all they seem. But if I know you, I know what you'll do. You'll love me at once, the way you did once upon a dream.
So she is actually getting a little bit of build on these verses. It sounds quite similar to the first one, but that build up, but if I know you, she is actually starting to put a little bit of twang onto those parts to push it forward, give it a bit of swell. And then you can hear her take it off for the last line. What is the last line? You love me at once, the way you did once upon a dream. She kind of takes it off at the very end. So you are getting a little bit of push and pull and a little bit of dynamic sound off of that. But in general, it does sound a little bit like a lullaby. It's gorgeously done. Beautiful. That's very Edward Scissorhandsy to me. Oh, that was lovely. How do I pause you? There we go. That was so good. Lana Del Rey has just got this real unique quality to her voice, and I know that she worked on it because she tried pop one time around with her real name, which is, I think it's Lizzie something maybe. So she went back and really developed this kind of smoky, kind of jazzy feel to her voice, and it really does suit everything she does. She's just fantastic. Let's listen to some more Lana Del Rey. What would you suggest I listen to for a first time live reaction? Let me know. So I hope you liked that reaction. If you did, please give it a like and a thumbs up down below. And if you want to see more from me, hit subscribe, ring the bell, and anytime I have new content, you will be the first to know. So I guess all that's left for me to say is thank you so much for joining me. And how are we going to buy this one? No idea. So I guess all that's left for me to say is thank you so much for joining me, and I'd love you if you would just like and sub to me. I'd love you, no pressure, but you don't know how happy I'd be if you sub to me. That was not too bad. Okay, thank you. Bye.